Almost 3 years after, today I am going to talk about the painful accident of the plane of LMI that transported the team of the Chapecoense. They were going to play the game of their lives, but with the runway at a step, their dreams has a tragic final. As a lover of aviation and football is a subject that hurts a lot and that so far I don't overcome. Well, let's get started. November 28, 2016. In Santa Cruz, Bolivia, LMI Flight 2933 prepares to take off from Viru Viru International Airport on board the Brazilian football team Chapecoense. They were headed to Colombia to play the final of the Copa Sudamericana. On the plane are 68 passengers and 9 crew for a total of 77 people on board, including players and managers. There were also several journalists. The team has hired a small Bolivian airline called LMI to go to Medellin. The plane leaves Santa Cruz at 5 p.m. Bolivian time. It will be a trip of 2,500 kilometers that will last 4.5 hours until arriving at Rio Negro, Colombia. Commander Miguel Quiroga and co-pilot Fernando Goitia are expert Bolivian pilots with more than 6,000 flight hours each. The crew flies a British-made Avro RJ-85, specially designed for short and medium regional flights, with a range 2,965 kilometers. Meanwhile, on land, José María Córdoba Airport in the city of Rio Negro is very busy organizing air traffic in its only runway. The controller instructs to the crew not to carry out its final approach yet, because there are other planes waiting to land, which is completely normal. So the Lima Mike India 2933 reaches the waiting pattern at navigation point. A few minutes later, a request from a cockpit surprises the air traffic controller. Let's listen.
Lima India 2933, 210 en acercamiento y solicitamos prioridad para la aproximación. Señorita, se nos ha presentado un problema de combustible.
Lima India 2933, entiendo, solicita prioridad para su aterrizaje, igualmente con problemas de combustible, ¿correcto?
¿Masivo?
Ok, atento, entonces le daré vectores para proceder al localizador y efectuar la aproximación. Se estima aproximadamente en 7 minutos iniciará la aproximación.
Then, the controller begins to redirect other aircraft so that the Lima Mike India 2933 has space to land as soon as possible. The plane has been waiting for 7 minutes, but suddenly the situation will aggravate.
Señorita, Lima India 2933 está en falla total, eléctrica total y combustible.
Está libre y operable, lluvia sobre la estación Lima India 933, bomberos alertados.
Chao, Lima India. Vectores, señorita, vectores a la pista.
The crew needs that the controller tell them how to get to the runway, but the plane has disappeared from the radar.
La señal radar se perdió, no lo tengo, notifique rumbo ahora.
Vamos con rumbo 360.
Con rumbo, mire por la izquierda, 010, procedería al localizador del borde Río Negro, 1 milla adelante del borde. Al momento usted se encuentra, correcto, le confirmo, por la izquierda con rumbo 350.
Izquierda 350, señora.
Sí, correcto, usted está a 0,1 milla del borde Río Negro. No lo tengo con la altitud Lima India.
Los 9000 pies, señorita.
Pull up.
Sectores.
Terrain. Pull up.
Está a 8.2 millas de la pista. ¿Qué altitud tiene ahora?
Then crashed. Emergency teams rushed to the scene of the accident, find many bodies without life, but against all odds, there are 7 passengers who are still alive, including 4 players of the Chapecoense. 70 passengers have died, which is one of the bigger tragedies in the history of the sport. The Lamia plane has hit the top of a mountain called Cerro Gordo. It crashed just 15 kilometers from the runway, about 5 minutes to land. The black box, more specifically the FRD flight data recorder, indicates that there wasn't leakage and that the fuel consumption was normal during the journey. In addition, the FRD reveals that the warning of the lack of fuel turned on at 9:15 p.m., but the pilots don't declare the fuel emergency until 8 minutes to 10. At 9:15 p.m., the plane was 300 kilometers from Medellin. They should have found another airport to land. They were very close to Bogota Airport, to 120 kilometers. Instead of landing at El Dorado Colombia Airport, they continued for 29 minutes more until they arrived to Medellin. And afterwards, they thinking it's okay to wait 7 more minutes, and they don't inform anymore about their situation. The airplane took off from Biru with fuel tanks almost full, 9,000 liters, and to make the route to Medellin should have 11,000 liters, according to the aeronautical regulations. The collision would never have occurred if they had refueled in Bogota, but they would have had to explain why they left Santa Cruz with a fuel limit, and maybe pay a fine. Less than 2 months after the accident, the Chapecoense is awarded the trophy of the Copa Sudamericana to the 3 survivors of the accident. Meanwhile, in Bolivia, the lawyers denounced the co-owner of the airline for homicide. In addition, another one of the co-owners was the commander Miguel Quiroga. He wasn't a simple pilot, since he had economic interest in the company. He played dozens of lives for saving money on fuel. The airline had major financial problems, as they had several unpaid bills, in addition to unpaid employee salaries. The final report attributes the accident to improper planning and execution of the flight. I still remember this tragic event with pain. Well, it was the explication of the accident of the plane of Lamia. I want to send a very special thanks to my parents who gave me the opportunity to learn this beautiful language, such as the English. And a very special greetings to my coaches who had a lot of patience and who taught me a lot. Thank you. Bye bye.